small screen to silver screen TV shows and movies can speak to you on a deep level. Joining me is lifestyle blogger Christina Deloma with how to incorporate Hollywood fandom on vacation. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, let's start with adventure in Tinseltown. Is it only in Hollywood?
Thank goodness it is not, and that film and TV shows shoot all over the world, from Croatia to Georgia to small towns in the USA or other countries. You can really find them a lot of places you might be going already.
Oh, very cool. All right, when I'm in Hollywood, let's talk about traditional set tours, because these are a lot of fun.
They are so much fun. You've been on one, I've been on a few, and it is just so cool to see the behind the scenes making of all these different things. Paramount has one, Universal has one, Warner Brothers has one. You really get a sense of where Hollywood began and where it started. It started in New York and then they moved over, and how movies are made and how some sets stay there for a long time and some don't. And then there's a whole thing of they just turn water on, and that's how a rain scene happens. Yeah. And it's just so interesting to see how your favorite TVs and movies are made. And I had no idea there are just so many things that are made on these sets.
It really is fun because it's kind of like a path down, you know, history and a memory lane. But let's talk about, in Hollywood, especially Universal, Harry Potter. What about all those Potterheads out there?
Yeah, so for the Potterheads like me...
I'm speaking to one, I was going to say.
I went to the Warner Brothers studio tour in London, and that is amazing. You get to walk into Diagon Alley and the Great Hall, and there's just so many things of, I mean, I took my dad who's in his 80s and my cousin, and he, who's never seen or read a book of Harry Potter, thought it was super cool, just because you see how everything is made, the passion behind the projects, and how they make these things come to life. And at this tour in particular, you can take, you can learn how to use a wand correctly and cast some spells, and then you can also...
Something we all need to learn.
Yes. You can also have a picture with you riding a Quidditch stick. And
which you did, because you can't come back without making a shadow box.
You cannot. And then what I did in my trip actually was we went next door, or took a train really, to Edinburgh in Scotland. And it's a different type of Harry Potter theme because that's where it started. She actually wrote Harry Potter at this particular cafe that still exists.
Interesting.
And a lot of the inspiration for the four houses are there from a university. What you saw before was actually Tom Riddle's grave. And another person on the grave is McGonagall, so that's like really cool.
All right, from Europe back to Hollywood, let's talk about the sightseeing.
Okay, this is the way to do it. If you want to see sights and get a little bit of the experience, take those big bus tours. There's local big bus, there's there's like a national or global one. I always take the big bus tour, obviously, and they're all over. I've been on Paris, France, in general, London, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., and New York. I've taken them all over, and you still see all the sights while you're there, but then they always throw in a little bit of glamour Tinseltown history in the mix.
And what about for all those die-hard TV and movie fans?
The best way to go is if you're going someplace, you just type of Hollywood sets or movie sets, the location you're going, and there's so many. Like Game of Thrones, it's in Croatia. France has so many. Paris, Washington, D.C., New York, Sex and the City, 30 Rock, all these cities already have places there, so you just take your picture by the fountain or recreate a scene. It's a great travel thing to do.
And also, don't forget to make a shadow box. All right, Christina, thank you so much for these and other lifestyle tips. Find Christina on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and you guessed it, YouTube.